Okay. So, what's up? Okay, so oh fuck. Okay, I guess it's working now. Finally, I spent like literally an hour working on trying to figure out how to live stream, and I don't think I want to ever do it again. But it's here, and I think I'm the only one watching since I started it so late. Even though I was like, yeah, let's do it, and then I'm suffering. I'm going to go just wait a bit, I guess. I'm going to just browse on social media for a second. Not that anyone's really watching except for myself. Okay, just got to get the link from my thingy. No, my touchpad makes a weird kind of noise because I slammed on it really hard and it kind of broke it. I figured it out, finally. Not really. But like close enough that I kinda know what I'm doing. Not really. I guess not. But yeah. What was I doing again? Right, I wanted to share the link. That I don't know what I'm doing. This is so bad. Oh my gosh, I hate Facebook. It's like the worst thing ever. It's almost as bad as Instagram. Or maybe I just don't use it enough. Oh, Facebook, you need to leave me alone. Always like, oh, you have not been active and your followers are going to complain, but I don't care. There's no one following me on Facebook. Which is a good thing, I guess. So, just going to hope for the best. I can stare at a blank screen. I'm glad I'm providing y'all the quality content. Only here. Great. I still don't really know what I'm doing. But that's okay. I'm just gonna doodle around and see what happens. And if there's any other problems, I guess I'll have to try to figure those out while I go along. Like for one, this is super laggy, but that's okay. Because after all I've been through, I think that I can go through this. I'm just gonna close out of everything first. This is really loud. Thanks, sigh. I didn't need my ears anyway. Look, it's my art. My art. This is what I do in my spare time. Oh my lord. I make really cringy art. Saved it. And then I self-exit. Oh good. It's frozen. Maybe I need to get a new computer. Or maybe I just need to put up with it better. Y'all chat with me. I don't know how to do anything. I'll just wait. Question mark? Is it good? No. I wait. Wow, I love Psy. It's my favorite program. I'll just wait for it to load and I'll go do something else. There's no one watching anyway. I can do basically whatever I want. Oh my god, it's actually broken. Oh, good. Good. Let's just restart this. Save this as my thumbnail. And that should be it. Yes. Who cares about this? There's something on it anyway. Oops, don't look at my stuff. Ooh, ignore the profanity. As you can tell, I'm very, very prepared and I definitely know what I'm doing. Nice. Okay. So far I've been streaming for literally like 10 minutes and I have done nothing except for complain about my programs. This is a 10 and no one's watching except for myself, but it's fine. It's still super laggy, but I think it's probably because of something else I'm doing. No idea. I don't know how to use a computer. I'm gonna turn the resolution down. Nope. There we go. I'm just gonna do a short warm-up sketch or something. See where I can go from there. Also, I would have put music in the background, but I can't be bothered to figure out how that works. Especially after all I went through. Stressful enough as it is, I don't need to go try figure other stuff out. I'm so too lazy to do that. look, happy little boy. Or girl. Don't really know who I'm drawing here, I'm just drawing a face. This is a magical time with all two of us who are watching. And one of them is me. So all one of us, all one of you is watching. This kind of looks like it could be Jean Prouvaire. Let's draw him. Can you all even hear me? I don't think so. It's kind of late, so I don't want to talk too loud and disturb people, but at the same time, I like to talk. This is the most stressful thing I've ever done in my entire life. I was like, oh yes, this will just be some fun, relaxing drawing time with some of my fellow people who would like to watch with me, and this has turned out to be the most stressful thing I've ever done. Will I stream again? Probably, yeah. I don't know, I'll probably give a better heads up next time. So that it doesn't, like, you know, go all distant. Look, what a charming little boy. Oh look, there's 3 now. There's 3 people watching. It's like almost like a party. So exciting. It's not that exciting. It's a little sad actually. But that's okay. We can just be really close buddies or something. You look so happy. Why are you so happy? I'm miserable. You know what pain I've been through? Anguish, agony. That's okay. I'm going to just message someone real quick. Okay. I asked someone to join me. But, we'll see. He's pumped. At least someone's happy. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I don't need your company anyway. This would probably be a lot more fun if I had actually anything interesting to say. Instead of just me being like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I could feign confidence. Yes, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm drawing beautiful art. Which will make you go, wow, there's talent. There's some talent. I would pay many monies for that. And after all the monies, I don't know. That was probably going somewhere with that. I think that I've done enough advertising for this stream anyway. It's just like kind of testing. I want to expand on this more in the future, and then maybe I'll actually become good at what I'm doing. As of right now, probably not. I don't really know what I'm talking about. There's probably a point to what I'm saying. This is harder than I thought it would be. Talking, I guess. I don't know. I like to talk a lot, but usually what I say doesn't really make any sense, which is fine. Who says things need to make sense? Why are you so happy? I'm suffering. Eat my butt. Words of wisdom for everyone to go by. That's very big. And that's very laggy. That's good. That's good. I love it when it lags. It's almost like my real life. Laggy and insufferable. Can you even hear me? Hope so. Is this like actually really working? I don't really know. Anyway, I could just lazily outline. People always spend so much time on the eyes with all the nice details and the fine, sharp, crisp colors, and I used to try to do that too, but then I didn't know how to actually do it, so I just kind of, over the years, my stylized drawing of the eyes actually became simpler and easier to draw, and I don't know, I think it looks better for me when I do it that way, instead of drawing these big, fancy, detailed eyes. I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you, all four of you think? 3 of you, since it's me. I used to also have a lot of trouble drawing noses, but now I think that after I've practiced a lot, my noses became nicer. I know my commentary is the gold. I would put music, it would be probably more relaxing rather than my grating voice, but I don't want to figure it out, and I'm tired. I'm not really that tired. If I was tired, I would probably be sleeping. Well, that would be pretty funny if I just fell asleep during the live stream. Hello, Adrian Young. A lot of the times I don't really know whether I should draw crisp, clean lines like this, or if I should just do this and make it sketchy, and then it'll be easier. But I don't know. I have like a hard time deciding how to draw lines of all things. Oh, whoops! Why did I leave that here? That's good. I could probably actually have used the sketch because I did a pretty clean one. Except I did, no, well, not really. But it was cleaner than my liner, and then I look at it. This doesn't look terrifying. Look at him. You look so happy. Why are you so happy? I'm suffering. I don't really want to draw those anymore, but I kind of already started, and I feel like if I stop, it'll be just disappointing to everyone, including myself. That's impossible. I can't disappoint myself. I have no expectations. Hey, that's pretty good. I like to add these like little details. It makes it look more shiny without actually having to like, go in and color it. It kind of gets in, sometimes it gets in the way when I actually start coloring with like, actual colors. But I'm lazy, and I don't think I'm gonna color this. I don't think I'm even gonna finish this one. If I do, I'll probably post it on my Tumblr. But probably not. There's a lot of stuff I don't post because it's just really ugly. Like this. Wow, that looks attractive. He's so excited. Stop it. How dare you have actual enjoyment? first I was trying super hard to make all the lines super neat and crisp, but now I'm kind of just going with the flow. I really don't want to draw this anymore. This was just supposed to be a quick warm-up, but now I feel like oh shit. I feel like I have to finish it. Here's the cockade. Of course, everything's Les Mis themed. Who's even watching this garbage? I don't understand why people like to watch art live streams, because the art is so slow. Like watching speed arts is kind of satisfying because you see like, I don't know, it just kind of is. And then but then when I watch like live stream, I'm like, why can't they draw any faster? And I'm like, oh yeah, because art actually takes time, and it's kind of boring to watch. But apparently it's okay to, I don't know, it's just the messiest thing I've ever drawn. But that's fine, I'm not too concerned about this one anyway. I don't like the size of this canvas, it's really small. How big is this in like physical form? I don't care. Oh, look at this. This is the ugliest flower I've drawn in my life. But that's okay, because it's art, and art is subjective. So if you don't like my art, then you're wrong. Even though art is subjective. It's only subjective when you say it's good. Don't quote me on that. Oh, look, it's so nice. Perfect. Okay, I'm done. I don't want to draw this anymore. So actually why I started doing this is because I had an ask on my Tumblr that was like, oh yeah, you should draw, have you ever thought about Les Mis in a high school AU? And I was like, oh, well, since you asked, I might as well do it. Because I can never ask them. I don't even remember what the ask said. Hold on, I'm going to check. This is the dumbest thing I've done so far. Have you ever done one of them modern high school AUs of the Les Mis? Because I've been thinking about this concept a lot lately, and I'm finding it to be an important thing to consider, says Anonymous. Well, I haven't thought about it, because typically I don't think, but I think it's a great idea, so that's what I'm working on tonight. A lot of the people who follow me on YouTube don't follow me on Tumblr, so it's kind of, oh, that's good. That's good. No, I love it. I love it. Don't understand my Les Mis theme, which understandably. So like the first person I thought of was Montparnasse, because I was like, oh yeah, you know, he's definitely one of those delinquents, but he's like super stylish. Is anyone getting my reference right now? Drawing on streams and recording the speed arts is actually, I find it a lot harder than just drawing it on my own, because usually when I draw I get sidetracked a lot, and I can just, you know, browse videos or surf my feed, my Tumblr feed, and just fool around whilst I'm drawing. But while I'm live streaming or recording, I have to sit down and draw for a few hours straight or whatever, and I find that kind of hard to do. Like, I'm having trouble with this pose. Something that, I don't know, it shouldn't be too hard. It's just like a really easy sketch too. I like digital art because you can do this instead of actually having to redraw the whole sketch just because it's the wrong size or whatever. Digital drawing actually just makes a lot of editing stuff easier. I wouldn't, because I feel like when you draw with the pencil, it's easier to like aim with the pencil or control the pencil rather than using the digital one. But to each their own, I guess. He's supposed to be leaning against the wall in this, but can't really tell. And that's okay, because I'm just gonna actually put all the characters in this, in the same scene. So he'll be like this, and then it'll be like the wall is here. And then you can have all the other people in the background. I guess they're outside. This doesn't really make sense. Maybe I should start over. Okay, apparently I don't even know what I want. So I think I'm gonna do more than one scene since there's so many characters that I have to draw out. I can do all these. I don't exactly know how the entire gang of Petrominit looks like. I only really have an idea of how to draw Montanes, so I think he's probably gonna have to end up being the only one of that gang I draw, which is kind of sad. I do in the future want to be able to draw all of Petrominit. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But I'm not too concerned if I can't. Montanes is good enough for me. Like, I know a lot of people spend a lot of time on the eyes to, you know, add the details in the pupil, or in the iris, or adding the highlights and the color. But I kind of just like that, and that's the extent of my eye. I think most of the detail when I'm drawing an eye goes on the eyelids. When I draw it, like what does he call it? This line, this eye line. What is it called? Doesn't matter. I don't care. Most of it focuses on like that, or the eye bags. I notice like when you look at most people, like everyone has slight eye bags. Like even if they're not like super deep like that, or like you look like you're sleep deprived, but they're like still there. They're subtle. It's like the eye thing that holds your eyeball in. Like everyone has it, and when you have like perfectly, I don't know. I think it's just like a fun detail to add in, and it just makes the face look less plain. I don't actually know what I'm talking about, but I hope it sounds like I'm being artsy, because I kind of just do whatever. And hope it looks good. Like, see, it's so much easier to adjust the position of the eyes when you have them digital art, because you can just kind of do whatever you want. It's not cheating. It's called using the computer to your advances. His eyebrows are so sharp they could cut someone. Which is good. Every time I draw the freaking guy, he's always slanted so much. Let's make it bigger also. Oops. And drawing them all slanted always looks, I think it looks nicer than just drawing it straight on. that's what I heard looks better anyway, so I just started kind of asymmetrically line up the mouth now instead of, just plain on leaving it in the center. Using the computer to my advantage. I think that's what I said. Probably. It's not important. I can't tell if you're like making an innuendo or if you actually don't know what I said. Wild Pandas could slay someone and they'd thank him. Probably, yeah. I posted on my Tumblr that I was like, oh yes, I'm going to live stream. Does anybody care? And I think one person was like, yeah, I want to see it. No, but because I didn't understand the Tumblr thingy, I don't think they can see this or they're watching. So like the one person that actually wanted to see it's not watching, which is pretty funny for no one. Advances. You could use it for your advances. Just depends on what kind of advances. There's probably a joke somewhere in there. I don't know. I lost it. Your romantic advances. Yes, that's good advice. Look, it's hard to come up with good jokes on the fly, and I can't even come up with good jokes while I think about it, so. I've drawn Montparnasse once. Twice. No. Once. I've drawn Montparnasse once in the past, so I haven't really stylized his character, or what he looks like. Like, really the only thing I remember about him is that, he's part of Petite Minette. He's stylish, and carries a rose in his mouth, unironically. And he got robbed by Gavroche. And didn't realize it. And when I read that, I laughed so hard. I was like, Scrub, what are you doing? Get robbed by a little kid? And he got wrecked by Jean Valjean. And he was trying to steal money from him. And Jean Valjean was like, no, it's okay, just take the money. I don't care. And then Gavroche stole the money anyway. So he didn't get it. I feel like I give everyone the same haircut. They all have this rise up thing, and then this sweep to the side. I draw that for my Enjolras too, and I used to do that for my Conteur, but not as much, I guess, anymore. There's two people watching, and literally one of them is me. I also like how my like-dislike ratio is 50-50 purely because there were only two people. Hey, just kidding, I don't like this. I don't know how to draw hair. But that's okay. I drew smoking. Is that going to I don't know. That's bad influence, right? Shit. You guys don't smoke. One guy don't smoke. There's only one guy watching. Maybe we won't watch it. I'm sure this is exactly how necks work. Oh yeah, definitely. I think I was doing like a modern AU, but this just turned into Montparnasse is swag. Montparnasse is delinquent, which he kind of is already. He was so ugly in the 2012 movie. It was so funny. When I saw it, I was like, wait, is that like the when I found out who Montparnasse was, and I went back and watched it, and I was like, wait, is that Montparnasse? He's so ugly. Well, maybe not ugly, but he's definitely not the suave, charming guy he was supposed to be in the book. Then again, they did cut a lot of things in the book, from the book, and from the musical, the 2012 one. Still really like debate as Aja has. Gavroche is like really young. I don't think he's supposed to be a little boy in from the book. I think he's like a early teens or just teens. Gavroche was the best until he died. Is that a spoiler? The book was written like over 100 years ago. I think it's fine. To be honest, the one person watching is already a bigger turnout than I thought I would get. I thought I would get like no one watching, so this is already better than what I anticipated. Even if my like-dislike ratio is a little upsetting. Also, like acceleration. I don't know how to pronounce it. SL. My YouTube partner hasn't uploaded anything in like since Christmas. I wonder if he's even gonna notice that my stream on the channel because it's not like exactly we've only made like one video together, and that was like an introduction video, which was probably the most cringy video I did. I knew it would be cringy, but he was like, "You should do it, you have to do it." So I was like, "Okay, fine." And so I did it. Now I regret it. Not that I ever wanted to do it, but you know, so angry. Okay, I won't do that. I like never use layers, which is really troublesome when I color later on or when I need to like move something from within the section, you know, from the line art, or need to move like something in the line art and then it's all the same layer and I have to like go manually go in and select what I need to move. And it's kind of tedious. And it would always have been solved if I just used layers, and I always complain about myself not using layers. Me too. Like, actually, I do this fine though, or I guess I could move it anywhere I want. Usually how I make sure hands are the correct sizes is I put it up to the face and I make the palm as big as the cheek, because that's how my hand compares to my face. But lately I've realized that I have a small head, so maybe my face is probably not my own proportion is probably not the best thing to use as a guide. Hey look, I made another layer. I'm so proud of myself. They're like, oh, you should make new layers for everything. Every single color, flat color you do, every single new section line art you do, you should make a new layer. Yeah. But I forget, so I don't remember how I drew this guy last time. It was really nice too. It was like the only nice drawing I did in that like recent span of time, and I was like, what happened to my art? I thought I was artist and my art was good, and then I was like, this is really sad. This is really ugly. I'm gonna not draw it like that. How do people just sit down and do things for like I already don't want to draw anymore. It's been like 30 minutes. Yeah, it's been like 30 minutes. And just I'll draw later. Is this entertaining? How is this entertaining? It's so slow. I guess it's not that entertaining if like one person's watching. I probably didn't plan this out very well. I think this is mostly, when I say this I'm referring to the entire live stream, I think this was mostly just like a test so that the next time I actually do a gooder live stream, it'll work out better. I titled this as relaxing art, but honestly this is not relaxing. I don't feel relaxed. Ever. Is this how arms work? Probably not. I could just end right here. This just could be it. I will just post this. It'll get one note if I reblog it myself. Oh yeah, that's stylish. That looks good. No, it doesn't. This looks so bad. I don't remember how hair works. This kind of... I'm kind of thinking of that... of Romeo's hair from that Romeo and Juliet adaptation where they were like kind of modern, but not really. The one with Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm thinking of that hair when I'm drawing Montparnasse. Oh, that looks enchanted. Let's not do that. Like I said, I don't really have a plan for this character. Probably should have thought about this a little more before I started streaming. I didn't even know what I was going to draw when I started streaming. But I guess this is good. You always have to have some 6 sideburns. Whenever I draw a lot of my male characters, I go for those 6 sideburns. Ears are also the worst thing to draw. Or at least I can't draw ears. Like, out of all the things I have trouble with, ears is the thing I have trouble with. but that's fine. Whose hair even works like this? Oh, he's so emo. If I did this, he would be really emo. Oh, oops. This would have probably be a lot nicer if I just had like some background music and nice background music in the background of this video instead of me just ranting as the audio. But I like I said, I'm tired. I was really tired and I didn't want to figure out any more of this computer BS. So I was like, nope, I'm just going to talk with my grating voice over the entire live stream. To be honest, I think y'all should just mute it and listen to something better in the background. Having a conversation with myself is so fun. Not that I've like never done it before. Have a conversation with myself. I'll probably stream again soon, now that I kind of figure out what I'm doing, and I'll probably go smoother, and I'll have more time to, quote unquote, advertise for it, or make it, or let people know about it. This hair is the worst thing ever. It looks like all the other hair I draw. It looks like Angelo's. I don't remember how I drew him. Oh my gosh. Let me check. Let me look on my own blog like a narcissist I am. I remember at first I didn't want any connection with my Tumblr to the YouTube account because I was like, I don't want to tarnish my Tumblr, which is funny because Tumblr's pretty bad. Oh, okay, so that's okay. They don't look at that. So that's the only time I've drawn him. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So I have to erase the hair now. Oh no, I can just do this. It's so much easier to erase on the computer. It looks like he's looking at a lollipop because I didn't draw the rose properly. So sad. What a sad little boy. You don't get no rose. You are only a lollipop. I suppose many people would prefer a lollipop to words other than a rose. Oh, that's not the word I was looking for. Whatever. Instead of a rose, because a lollipop might serve them more use than a rose. Yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna stream again. This is I wouldn't say it's fun, but it's Don't you wish you had eyebrows as sharp as this? Smoking is bad for you, don't do it. This arm's also really messed up, but I don't remember what layer I put it on. Which is why I should probably label my layers, but no, I don't have time for that. I'm a very busy woman. Yeah, that looks better. Still not, I don't think this is how arms work, but that's fine. It's artistic talent, license. If it was talent, I wouldn't have to say it was artistic license. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks not terrible. Ew. Why does this look so bad? How to draw arms 101. Not like this. Not like this. Now he just doesn't have an arm. Who needs arms? Anyway. Overrated. Y'all doing alright? It's kinda late. This looks so ugly. What the heck? I'm going to not blur it. I want to erase it. I'll do what I do best and procrastinate on that arm, and I will continue drawing the hair. You have to add those, minute details to make it perfect, because that's what makes your art good, adding a lot of details, but not too many details, otherwise it'll look crowded and gross. Not that I really know what I'm talking about. It's really easy to just pretend that you're good at art, because you can just say whatever BS you want, and then people will be like, oh yes, art is subjective, and your art is good no matter what you do. Which, yeah, sure, let's just go with that. Perfect. I could just actually just do this. You know what, I don't want to draw his arm. So I'm just going to erase this. Ew. I'm going to just cut the rest of the torso out, because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to fix it. Originally I was going to fill out the ask prompt from my Tumblr thing, but I guess not. Now I guess, shoot, I didn't do that. I guess that doing whatever I want works better. I'll fill out the prompt on my own time, I guess. Just draw Monty right now. Hold up. I probably should have, like, thought this through better. Because I kind of did this all way last minute. I was like too gung ho to start streaming, I guess. but that's fine. No, it's fine, it's good. Tomorrow's Saturday. I have class in the morning. Next time I stream will probably be Monday. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Damn, this nose is so sharp it could stab a bitch. Drawing roses is like one of those things that everyone does, and like everyone tries to be really good at doing, and a few people, and then a lot of people are like, it's okay, like you can tell it's a rose and it looks nice, and then there's those few people who draw them like super good. I think I'm the former. Like I learned how to draw a rose like every other basic art hole, but I don't really know how to draw one. So this is as good as it gets, I suppose. So crowded. Y'all is doing good. That was 4 minutes ago. I didn't see that until now. I don't know. Roses are easiest to draw from this angle because this is how I usually draw roses, and it's like super easy to do. But from the side angle, while it's like fully bloomed, I just can't do it apparently. Look at this, it's so ugly. Oh, don't look at this, it's so ugly. If I just like scribble around, it'll look better. It's like extra scribbly details that make it look more extra. Just extra. Just like Montparnasse. Montparnasse is pretty extra, so I think it's fine. That's really big. Oh, maybe I shouldn't draw it fully bloomed. I should search up a reference. That would be a good idea. Hello. Yes, there are more people. Please come. I'm so alone. Look, this is a good reference. Small. Like when you came here, I was just not doing what I said I was doing. Oh, that's a good reference. I love it when it doesn't load. What I could do is like open a new tab, I guess, on the side thing and have it side by side so I could just look at it. Or I could just do this and make it super inconvenient for myself and everyone else. Look, the canvas is so small, you can't even see it. I think what a lot of people like neglect to do when they're drawing is look up references, because references are like your best friend, but I guess people just forget about it or only use it when they think they need it, when really you need it all the time. Especially when drawing like, I know I can stick the image onto the canvas, but I choose to make life more uncomfortable for everyone. Because I'm lazy, and that means I would have to delete the thing later, and I don't want to delete it. Even if it's just like another open thing. Me too. Look, it's like almost good. It actually looks worse than the one I did earlier. But that's too bad. Oops, I did not mean to do that. What is on this canvas? Oh yeah, okay, never mind, I forgot what that was for a second. This is still really gross. But that's okay. Oh, it looks better already. No, it doesn't. It still looks pretty bad. But that's fine. Roses, I mean flowers in general, I'm just not good at drawing anything but people. I can draw people okay. Clearly demonstrated by how I couldn't draw his arm. Hi Rebecca, I noticed you. I said hello to you earlier. I guess you didn't recognize who I was acknowledging. That's funny. Me too. Did you come here to learn how to draw? Because I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. This is the part where I suffer because I don't know what I'm drawing. We can also give him piercings because he's a rebel. Is this how nose rings work? I don't know. I think they're kind of gross. Thanks. You're my #1 fan. You only have one other person to compete with here at the moment, so it's not much competition, but I believe you. Or is it 2 other people? Whatever, doesn't matter. Looks like a cow. Just like this one, right? I don't know how nose rings work. Probably not like this. Just like the other one that goes like this, right? This looks dumb. Gross. Let's Google nose rings. I don't really want to know what it looks like. Claire still nose rings? Oh yeah, that's attractive. I wanted to see this. This looks so gross. Oh yeah, I do right. Why do people like nose rings? I don't like this. I mean, do whatever you want. Ew. This looks so weird. I did not know that's how nose rings look like. I don't really know why I'm calling them gross. They're not gross. Ooh, this is types of nose. Oh, types of nose. There's different types of nose rings. Do they matter for like the different type of nose? Or is it just like, yeah, let's see what this is. I'm supposed to be drawing, right? This is a drawing live stream. Bull nose ring. It goes to the skin, not bone or cartilage. 16 gauge and up. Is there a low nostril? Oh, there's just nostril. Also called an ala, nose piercing. Left or right side, 18 to 20 gauge. Bridge? Wait, what? There's bridge nose piercing? What does that look like? Tumblr. Doesn't this hurt? Why would you want it? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Any of y'all want to get a nose ring? Bridge nose ring? Oh, look at all these tabs I have open. That's kind of terrible. Anyway, let's continue drawing and stop looking at nose rings. This is his left hand. You can have a thumb ring. Doesn't like rings on the left hand have meaning, and then rings on the right hand you can just do whatever you want? I'm not exactly sure how the ring things works. I just know he can't have it on his ring finger unless he's married. Or I can do whatever you want. I don't know. I should do this on a different layer. Thanks for the advice, Raymond. That you gave me like a few days ago. I took it to heart. No, I didn't. I barely registered what's happening. Oh look, it's so pretty. What a nice ring. Ew, okay, let's just leave it at 2. And if I want to add more, I will add more later. Actually, from this angle, he's not actually looking at the rose. It's too high up. What is this? What was that layer on? Oh, the rose, right? Okay, there we go. I mean, I'm not gonna move the thing any lower. I spent so much time on that hand, I'm not gonna cut it out of the picture. And while we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. Smile more. I hope you regret saying that. I can make so many references. Okay, I don't really know if there's any more or too much more detail I can go from here, if I should just start coloring it. Which I okay, I guess I'm just going to color it now. What is this? I don't need this. I'll use this one. Me too. That thumbnail I drew for like that stream is really nice. And that's about all the nice art that I have. Oh, everyone I draw is white. I'll make him Asian. Okay, I'm coloring him now. I hope I can finish this before the end of today, which is in like a few hours. I do have early class tomorrow. I have to wake up early-ish. So probably just this color is pissing me off too. That's not too bad. Okay. Now I can mostly see the stuff I'm coloring underneath without having it to be too translucent, transparent. Well, the last time I colored somebody, I colored them so pale that I couldn't even tell the difference between their skin and the white background, and I was really concerned. I was like, wait, no. And this is how I do art, guys. I struggle and do things so slowly and forget to make new layers. Okay, I made them redder or pinker. I really want to do that actually. Okay. Now let's make it darker. this for color. I think that's good enough. I'm going to leave it at that. There's like so much filth on my computer screen that I cannot tell whether it's just like a pencil mistake I've made on the thing or if it's just the computer dirt. I remember the first time Montparnasse was introduced in Les Mis. I was like, in the book, it was like the beginning of Book Marius, and I was like, oh look, and it was like describing this boy, and I was like, is this Marius? And then when it turned out it was Montparnasse, I was so sad because I was like, how dare you title the book Marius, but then have Montparnasse or this boy be the first one introduced. It was probably a very unreasonable anger, but it was an anger nonetheless. I like Montparnasse better than I did when I first started reading this. You know what? I don't need layers for this because I'm not using line art. It's what I say now, but I'm gonna regret it later. I do not like drawing. I hate drawing. Art is the worst thing ever. Who thought this was a good idea? Art should have never been invented. That's what I say now, but like later on, if anyone asks me what I like doing, I'll be like, art is my passion and I love it. Art is the best thing in the world. The only thing I like doing is art. And then whenever I start actually doing art, I'll be like, art's the worst thing ever. Someone guillotine me. Execute me. Have some six eye burn. So good. I'm impressed by the not integrity, but the patience that you have through this, that you're still here. Because this is like the most boring thing I've ever laid my eyes upon. It's just really slow. Why would people enjoy this? After I'm recording the speed art, so I probably will speed it up and post it on the channel when I'm done. Cause when I was thinking about streaming, I was like, you know what, I might as well record the whole thing since I'm going to be drawing some garbage. Do people usually finish an entire art piece in one sitting when they're streaming? It's kind of... Actually, when I notice other people drawing, they draw so much faster than I do, so maybe, yeah. Like, they would have probably be done by now. I don't know where my light source is coming from. I guess from... Whatever, I don't know how light works anyway. I'm just figure it out as I go along. My friend told me that it's a lot easier to color when you don't think of the facial features as like features, but instead of thinking them as shapes, and you just color the shapes. Sure, I think it's working. I used to never use this blending tool either. I used to just have everything roughly shaded, and I was like, oh, I thought that looked nice, but actually I think I do like this blending thing better in some areas. Usually you do this last, but I like doing it as I go. I just think it's more satisfying. Oh, that's good. I don't know why I turned that off. I need it. I used to hate Psy. I mean, I still hate Psy, but not as much. Because I was always like, this is stupid, I don't like it. I only used GIMP, but after using Psy for a while, it turns, it feels as though it's a lot easier to use than GIMP when coloring. And I was a little sad by that because I was like, I really like GIMP. I just have an emotional bond to it, you know? Don't think I'm gonna be able to get this finished by tonight, but next time I stream I'll finish it. Or if I don't, even if I don't get to a chance to stream the rest of it, I'll definitely record it and then edit it and all that jazz and post it to the YouTubes. This looks so amateury, because the lack of detail. I know that in the past, maybe a few years ago, I definitely would have just stopped here at the shading and think, yeah, this is good enough, but ugh, this is so bad. I moved a bit of the features lower when coloring. I think I don't know. Sometimes I don't follow the line art exactly. Good lord. Ew, so bad. Eyes are hard to draw. I was like, I remember earlier in the stream, I was like, oh yeah, I simplified my eyes and I made them easier to draw, and I focus more or whatever I said, and now I take back everything I said. Eyes are still hard to draw. It looks so creepy when you take away all the line art because it's just so like undetailed and kind of gross. Someone just related a baby alpaca to baby Marius, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, this is such a funny book. Like, it's like not something you expect it to be until you actually read it, and it turns out it's actually really funny. Just realized probably shouldn't spoil it, but some people want to read it. Okay, never mind. I guess I won't say anything. Except that I will when Marius gets brought back from the barricades by Valjean, and he's like left on the sofa. His grandfather comes out and he's like, Marius, you are dead. I am so sad. Oh, woe is me. And he like starts going on and on about he had such a fun times with Marius, even though I have a feeling he seems to think they were more fun than Marius thought they were. But he's like, oh, Marius, I'm so sad that you were dead. You left me all alone and you died to spite me, blah blah blah. And then he keeps like going on, and then like, because Marius is kind of like fainted, but then like Marius opens his eyes, and the grandpa's like, Marius, you're alive, and immediately after he says that, Marius like faints again. And I just thought that was really funny. Okay, I'm horrible at storytelling. You should just read the book. I'm like the worst at storytelling. Literally, like my friends will make interesting or funny references, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I will spread your funny humor, your funny humor across to my other friends, and then when I do, people cringe, and I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you either. I don't blame you for thinking my story time was terrible. What was I talking about? I was talking about how terrible my storytelling was. I just forgot. It's been like two seconds since I said that, and I really forgot what I was talking about. I'm really tired. This jaw also is like the worst thing ever. I think I'm gonna have to draw the mouth without a reference. Because I can't draw a very good line art ever, which is why I don't do line art. You know what I could have done? I had a sketch of John Prouvaire ready. I could have just called it that. Why did I start a whole new picture? Oh my gosh, that's like really out of line. Let's fix that. That's terrible. Oh my gosh. I'm like aware of how my art can be, has the potential to be good, but then I do shit like this and I'm like, are you sure? Can't really see what that looks like until I color it in. Okay, yeah, that looks better than what it did before. Wow, Tumblr gave me my own notification of how I would block my own post. Thanks for telling me I did that. Stupid. I like how I drew line art and everything for it, but it still seems like oddly out of proportion. Like his eyes are so small. Why are they so small? It is really hot in this room. I'm suffering. I will make them bigger and more beautiful. That sounds like I say small eyes are not beautiful, but that's not what I'm saying. Okay, doesn't matter, whatever. This doesn't look good. But that's okay. I should figure out how to draw. I never learned how to draw. This is not easy. Drawing is hard. Which is why I don't want to do this for as like a future career, or I don't want to go into this, into art, or fine art at least, or drawing at least. Anything that has to do with drawing. I don't want to have to actually work for it. Because when I'm drawing on my own, it's a lot more lenient since I have whatever time limit I give myself. But when you're like actually working for someone, suddenly it's actually it looks a lot more stressful than I can deal with. Why did I draw the hair first? Or before I shaded it? I shouldn't have done that because now I can't. I think I'm just gonna color over it. I'm just gonna color over the hair and then what is it? Nope, I forget what I was saying. I'm gonna color over it and then just draw it back in later. Y'all holding up? Ooh, the one person? I'm so used to seeing like those bigger YouTubers and they have like a larger fan base, and I'm used to seeing their splitting chats where you can't like see anything. I think it's nicer that when you have a small fan base, or fan base, I'm saying that like I have a fan base, but like a smaller viewing audience. And then you can like, I don't know, get more attention to whomever is there. This still looks unsatisfactory. I see. I extended this way too far from the bridge of his nose. Now it looks the same. Sorry. I think I might redo the eyes. Yeah. This isn't working out. That looks good. I should just leave it like that. Looks better than it did before. Okay, well my phone is kind of out of the loop, so I can't really simultaneously check the chat. Not that anyone's like really talking in anyway, so it should be more or less fine for me to just ignore it for a while. I'll check on it every now and then when I can. I don't have an extra computer to do so. So I guess you'll get to look at it at some time. This video is unavailable. Oh darn. I think there's actually no one watching. That's funny. Okay. Anyway. I can talk to myself, it's not a big deal. I'm not exactly sure how to go about tackling his eyes and things like that because I don't know, I guess I don't have enough practice still. I opened up the tab to look at the chat and now I can hear the delay or hear the delay of myself talking. So I'm glad I get to know what I sound like to all of y'all. And it sounds exactly what I thought it would. Yeah, it's really sad. There's gonna be like these awkward pauses while I'm talking because I'm like listening to what I was saying. It's like speech jammer, but worse because there's like a 10-second delay. Like it doesn't actually garble your speech, but just never mind. Don't know where I was going with that. I'm literally just talking to myself since no one else is here to enjoy it with me. Is that the stream? Oh, should I display this? Probably not. Just for a second. Okay. Just want to check something real quick. Wasn't that quick. Probably should have thought about it a little more. Yeah, as I said, this is my first time streaming, so that's why it's so disorganized and terrible. But that's fine. Whatever. Oops, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. But that's okay. Let me just see what you guys say. Hello. I have to open open up the new string tab every time I want to check the damn chat because my phone died. I'm like not sure if the volume I'm talking at is loud enough, but I'm scared to talk any louder because the people in my home probably won't appreciate it. Either that or they'll be like, why are you talking to yourself? Which, yeah, I'm sure, a valid question. Everyone can ask your questions. I can't actually, yeah, I can't tell how loud I'm talking. Next time I'll have to probably stream earlier in the day, either that or yeah, stream earlier in the day. Well, there's no other real option. Move, move out of the house just so I could stream. I'm not that dedicated. This looks so bad. Don't like it. I don't like it. Or the line art is nicer than the coloring I've done so far. I might actually start over. Which is fine now, those of you who have not seen what I've been doing can catch up. I'm wondering if I should just keep this sketchy line art and use it. Oh, but maybe not. I do want to practice coloring more because I think lately I've been doing too much line art. Because, I don't know, I've always been like one of those people who want like a variety of things. A variety. And to be a very, spread out in the skills, I guess. Like, that's why my blog was, or Tumblr blog was multi-fandom. And / original art. Like, I used to draw a lot of Fire Emblem, Voltron, there was one other thing. Anime stuff too, like Gintama, or Gintama. I think that's the only one I've ever actually, like, drawn for. And then I would do, like, a plethora of things. And now, and Steven Universe sometimes, I would draw the gems. I love Lapis, she's the best. But now that I look at my blog, it's just Les Mis. I've become a Les Mis blog. I got tagged in one of those like recommendation posts where they recommend some Les Mis art blog, and I got tagged, and I was like, yeah, I got tagged, and I was like, wait, I'm a Les Mis blog now. It was like realization. I have to like tag not Les Mis every time I post a lot Les Mis thing now, because I'm like, what have I become? A Les Mis blog? Oh, your encouragement is so nice. I love you. I think it looks okay, kind of, but it's strayed pretty far from the original line art, so that's why I'm doing it again. I'm going to try to draw faster. I've been streaming for literally 2 hours, and it's kind of late. I do like this color though. I'm just gonna take that. I will do that later. I should shade first. That's literally what I did last time, was not this. It's so red. It's like he got sunburned or something. I remember I used to just use tints and shades to color in general, and it just looks so ugly and just kind of gross. And then I learned about using the full color wheel and like having to use redder tones or lighter tones. Actually, I didn't really learn it. I just watched a lot of YouTube videos and people were like, oh yeah, that looks better, rather than just using a tint or a shade. But like I said, I don't really use. I hadn't really used this tool until really recently, and I think it looks better. But not gonna when I'm looking at this one, the bottom layer one, the other one I was coloring, I was like, no, it doesn't look as good. That's probably why I had the blending off. Yeah. My friend told me, I think I said this earlier, but my friend told me that when you're coloring more realism kind of stuff, it's better to look at each facial structure as a shape instead of a actual detail, and that way it'll be easier to color. I thought about it, but it didn't really help. It's so much easier to draw people with high cheekbones. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's just easier to draw faces that are super defined. To be fair, I don't really know what I'm talking about. But it's art, and I can pretty much say whatever I want, and I'll be like, no, if you disagree with me, it's okay, because art is subjective. Everything can be art. This looks terrifying. Like, if you just look at it, it looks so gross. I feel like when you draw them without eyebrows, it looks so weird at first. I'm kind of like scared of keep looking back at the chat because then I feel like people will be like, "Can you just stick to your drawing for fuck's sake?" But I want to see. But at the same time, I don't want to look desperate. I want validation. Validation's good. I have over 3 hours of footage just drawing this one dude. I'm drawing Montparnasse if you didn't know, by the way. Because originally I was filling out a request kind of thing, but then I kind of got sidetracked, and then I just started focusing on drawing him Montparnasse instead. So sorry, I guess I'll have to fill out that prompt at least some other time. Okay, I think this looks better than the other one. Okay, I don't know, I can't really tell from what I've done so far, it's not a lot. Oops, what is that? How did I get that color? Oh, I don't like coloring. I've always seen like other people's really aesthetic art, and I've been like, oh, I'm so jealous because it's like, that looks super suave. And then I look at my own stuff and I'm like, how do you color? I'm so bad at coloring. And I don't particularly like using my art either because I think it's really tedious to make each line perfect or more nice or whatever. And I don't like doing coloring either because it's also tedious. So what do I like doing? I like the results. I like good results, but I don't like doing work. I feel like that's everyone though. So maybe I'm not that. Like who? What? I don't like doing work. I'm pretty lazy. I mean, doing work is like one of the few things I don't like doing. There's many things I don't like doing. The don't like doing outweighs the like doing. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me when I say it, but it might not translate properly into the proper English language. I don't even really have an excuse as to why my English is so poor, considering that it's my only language. I've always been so jealous of people who are multilingual because I was like, how? Just how? I know, like, really, really basic Chinese. I can say I can't speak Chinese and Chinese, and that's about it. Or Mandarin, at least, and that's about it. And I can say like, est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes? Is all the French I know. That was like the only important thing in our French class that we needed to know. And s'il vous plaît, you had to say s'il vous plaît, otherwise she wouldn't let you go. Est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes, s'il vous plaît, would be the whole phrase. Our French teacher was horrible. Everyone who went and goes to my school knows that. What else do I know in another language? I know a little bit of Japanese since I took the class, but like I forgot all of my knowledge. I can say konnichiwa. I say like super basic things, like toru wa doku desu ka? Everything I know in the different languages all have to do with asking where the bathroom is. That's the extent of my multilingualness. I don't even know English. What am I doing? I think I went overboard over here. Let's just like blend it out. Looks okay. Kind of. It looks okay when it's like in the line art, but as soon as I take the line art away, it looks interesting to say the least. I think I just need to focus down on the finer details. I feel like it's a sign. Maybe I should just use the line art. I refuse. Do that smolder. Classy boy. I think this is too high. This is why I like digital art. You can cheat. Can't really tell if that looks better or not until I color that. It's like a crappy mustache. Looks the same to me. Why did I even bother? A lot of the time I was like, oh yeah, my strongest subject area is always going to be art. And then when I actually start drawing, I'm like, how how is art my strongest subject? Oh, subject en français is sujet. Do you see my French skills? They're really good. Anyone who speaks French is going to be so offended if they see this. Just pretend I didn't speak any French this entire stream. Good heavens, oh my god, I'm so bad. It's of no use if you don't know directions to the bathroom. Explain what to me? Well, I don't know why I asked that because the next time I'm going to check the chat is going to be in like 30 minutes. So I think I think the only like good use I had for est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes is when you're in the classroom and you just and you already know the layout. Like it's not like I can say where is the bathroom. I don't know what where is. I forget all my French. I know seal like the animal is le phoque because it sounds like fuck, and that's like the only French word I remember. Purely because it reminds me of profanity, and that's how I remember words. Like, come on, who doesn't remember words like that? Le phoque. Like, I guess like asking est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes is really useless for me, but at least I know how to ask where for directions in Japanese. So at least I can do that. It'll be super useless if I was talking to someone who was speaking French. What else can I remember that we learned like sport titles or names of sports uh in French, but I don't remember any of it. Like in Japanese it's super easy because it's like it's pretty much just English. Like basketball is basketball or volleyball is basketball. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of everything. I find like Japanese an easier language to pronounce rather than like something like Chinese when you have all those accents. Yeah, yeah, I know you. I know who you were. Oh yeah, no, I would not understand if someone were to explain to me where the bathroom was. So like I would ask them and then they would explain to me where it was and I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what they say. Or I wouldn't understand what they were telling me. That's why I don't speak French. I know I remember I got a really good mark in that class, but I knew even after I saw the mark that I was gonna forget or have not learned any of the French. I got a 95% in that class. Yeah, so that's the extent of my. I swear I like know bits and pieces of a lot of languages. Just I can't speak any of them fluently. Like I used to watch a lot of Chinese drama. That's how I learned or just how I picked up some of my Chinese, as well as being surrounded by Chinese speaking people in my school. So, but the problem is like when you watch dramas and stuff like that, they don't teach you, or you can't pick up languages that's actually going to be useful. Like, or yeah, because like all I really learned was like uh, um, how to say I want to kill you, or yeah, that's all I learned. Or I also learned like you're crazy, but I don't remember what it is, so I guess I didn't learn it. He looks cross-eyed. Sorry if that was trippy. I'm trying to remember what French I know. I all I can remember is la phoque and um what was the other one? The toilet thing. Toilette. Oh, and un gomme is eraser. Effacer is like the whiteboard eraser. Is that am I pronouncing it? It's like I thought you, I don't think that's how you spell it. Okay, never mind. Pretend I didn't say that. I know like un stylo is I think it's pen. think it's pen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then crayon is pencil. But then what's crayon? Is this the extent of my French? Come on, I had to take French classes in school since like the 4th grade, and I don't remember anything. Un chien is dog, and then a chat is cat. Chat. C'est la merde. I know that préservatif is condom. Great. I'm glad I know what that is in French. Baguette is baguette. And yeah. I know like little bits of Spanish too. It's like because my friend is taking Spanish in class, and sometimes when you say the words, it just sounds funny if you say it in a certain way. Like, this is hard to explain, but whenever it's just the way my friend says it. Like, when she says black shoes, she's like says it like really, really aggressively, like zapatos negros. She says it like really angrily. I don't know how to imitate it without yelling really loud, so I'm not gonna do it. Or like when you say red shirt, camiseta roja. It's like not actually that funny now I was thinking about it. I don't know why I thought it was funny. Someone's gonna get so offended. I'm sorry. Ooh, that's really red. Yes, okay. I think that's okay. Actually, not really. How did I make him look so like so in character? Like, these don't look as I don't know how to get my point across. Maybe I just need to work on it a little more, and then it'll turn out better. We'll see what happens. I've actually always kind of wanted to learn French. I think it's a cool language. I remember at one point I was kind of just like, I want to learn. I would literally learn any language. I just want to be bilingual. And that hasn't really worked out for me, I guess. And now I can say, la phoque. Oh, the preservatif. I know that from a Tumblr post where someone was talking about how they were trying to say preservatives, but they forgot what it was in French, so they said preservatif. And then it translates to condom. So they good, yeah. I my French is. Oh wait, did I? Okay, I spelled La Fosse almost right. I put a useless accent there, I guess, but that's fine. I can't believe I spent like so much of my life learning French and I still don't know any French. I know people always like, oh, it's never too late. It's not too late to learn, and I don't. And yeah, it's probably not too late to learn, but I just languages are hard. I just think that probably the most useful language for me would probably be Chinese, where I live anyway. but Chinese is hard, and I literally refuse to learn Chinese. Chinese is so hard. Like every time I try to say something, even when I'm like completely confident of my pronunciation, it's like completely off. The tones are hard. Like I think there are 4 tones in Mandarin. I don't remember. But actually Hokkien the dialect is easier for me when I thought about it. Because there are 9 tones in Hokkien, but it's easier for me to pronounce them. Unfortunately, the only thing I know in Hokkien is like jia sai, which is like eat shit, and that's probably shouldn't say that to people. I'm just kind of. It's like all I know. All I know are curse words. I remember I really wanted to learn Baba Malay too because it was like kind of a dying language, and I have a little bit of Peranakan blood in me, so I was like I should probably learn the language. Unfortunately, the only thing I know how to say in Baba Malay is Kanasai, which is what shit, and also shouldn't say that to people. Don't tell people I was teaching you this, by the way. And don't take everything I say for granted, I guess, because I don't fact check anything, and B, I'm definitely not a reliable source of information. I'm still really stuck on that French thing. How do I not? I think French is such a cool language. I honestly think I think every language is cool except for English. English is the worst language. I don't. Why do if so many people want to learn it? It's like the worst thing ever. Every pronunciation is different. Grammar's dumb. Nothing makes sense. Nothing is coherent. You can basically make up any word you want, and then as long as it. I don't know where I was going with that one, but yeah, English is dumb. I don't like English. Unfortunately, it's the only language I speak, so I don't really have a choice. This looks. Oh my gosh. Nice. This is oh yeah, okay. I think like just erasing that little bit made it look a lot better. I think it looks nicer. Oh, oops. I'm going to thin the eyes now. Like literally earlier this stream I was like, I need to make his eyes big and beautiful, and now I'm making let's make it small and beautiful. You can be beautiful if you want to be. You just have to believe. Or you can be ugly and own up to it. Wait, okay, that sounds okay. Wait, no, that's not where. Pretend I didn't say that. This did not really go with the direction I wanted it to go. Oh my god. Wait. Small eyes are beautiful. Yes. Chinese is it's terrible. It's so hard. I can say. What can I say in Chinese? I don't really want to even attempt to say anything because I feel like someone's gonna know what I'm saying and they're gonna be like, Dad, that's not how you pronounce it. Either that or they're not even gonna know what I'm saying because I'm pronouncing it so bad. I know like just really typical stuff like 我爱你 or that's it. That's all I know. And now you have to add the highlights. Montparnasse. What's it called? Contours on point. Are you like the only person in this stream? Oh no, there's like 2 other people. Next time I'll definitely probably have some background music in the background, so at least it'll feel less empty. I'll figure that out as I go. I wasn't prepared today. Look, whatever. I also have to probably start streaming earlier. It's really late right now. I was like, I'll have to finish this by today or yesterday because it's actually 12 right now. I should go to bed. But sleeping is for the weak, so no. He looks so like cocky. I guess that's a good thing. Ooh, nice and red. I love red. That's my favorite color. This is a little vibrant, but that's fine. Oops, that's a little. Whatever, I'll do it. I'll draw the top one darker than the bottom one. I really love red, but I wear a lot of blue. Not really relevant, but I've kind of run out of things to talk about. Oh, that's way too light. This is kind of too dark too. That's fine. I feel like, I don't know, just drawing on in front of people rather or recording is just a lot. I find it harder than just drawing on my own since I have to actually like stay on task. Because usually by now I would already not be drawing and just be like browsing Tumblr or whatever I do. Wow, these are very very dainty lips. I think I will make them thinner. I like drawing really full lips because it's fun to draw. Because there's like, you know, more space to play around with or whatever. But, you know, I think I should probably give my characters more diversity. I already draw all the hair pretty much the same. Yeah, I think that looks better. This reminds me of Mulan. I think they're a little too dark actually. I'm going to do that again. Okay, just do this. I could make this whatever color. Let's make it blue. Oh, my favorite color is red, I say, and then I'm like, oh, well, let's make it blue then. I don't know. Maybe not. I should match the color of the rose and everything. Unless I make the rose blue or black. Or, I'm thinking of... I didn't really think ahead before I started drawing this, so I'm maybe going to do a darker or more muted color scheme. I don't really know what I'm talking about because I never think ahead. Compared to this color, I don't know. I never learned how to draw. Eyebrows sharper than my knives. Montparnasse doesn't actually need weapons to when he goes out. He just uses his eyebrows. his good looks and his eyebrows. Don't smoke, kids. Smoking is bad. I feel like this mouth is really high up. Here, I'm gonna draw it on a different layer and then move it around. Why is it so high up? But then when I lower it, it looks weirder. So I'm just gonna draw it and then see what happens. Look at it. Control Z is my best friend. I got so used to doing digital art that when I was erasing like some lines on a piece of paper and I accidentally erased too much, I just like tapped my fingers on the paper expecting it to undo, and I was like, wait, this is not digital. What am I thinking? I cried many silent tears that night. Oh, 会嫁. I actually don't know what that is. I know like, I don't know if I should swear on this stream. Probably not. I'm going to though. Like the one insult that's, or not insult, or swear word that's used a lot in my school is 操你妈, or 我操, which is like fuck. What else do I know? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. Pretend I didn't say that. When you said when you wrote 回家, I thought you meant like 回家, like come home. I don't actually know a lot of Pinyin, so sorry. Oh, what my teachers were always like 快点, 快点. We're just like hurry up. Or 你笨蛋, 你笨蛋, 你很笨, or you're stupid. Oh, and yeah, that's like all my Chinese I know. Oh wow, diva. Oh my gosh, I like listening to the delay of my Chinese accent is so bad. I'm glad that this is going to be immortalized in recording. If I had digital glitter, I would throw digital glitter on this. I don't actually like this color, but because I did it on a different layer, I can just make it whatever color I want. Oh, I like this. It's a bit small. Let's make it bigger. No, don't tell your teacher that. I know, 放开我. Just like let go. What else? What other Chinese do I know? 我要杀了你. I want to kill you. Don't take that out of context. Oh my gosh. or 救命啊, which is like help me. I've watched enough Chinese drama to know what that means. Oh, and I know like a lot of things that I pick up from languages is, or the word that I usually pick up the most is like why. like in Mandarin it's like 为什么 in Canto it's like 点解 and in Japanese it's like どうして or なんで and in French it's like pourquoi. My like in our school our French everyone knows that our French teacher is garbage. My friend like comes up to me and I say something and she's like mais pourquoi and I'm like me too. Oh, another good thing I know in French is je ne sais pas. I use that a lot. Je ne sais pas. Je ne comprends pas. I'm like the last person you want to learn languages from. I barely have a grasp on my mother tongue and my first language. It's like a toupee. Okay, sorry. Languages are hard. How does Marius do it? He learned like 2 in like a month, 3 months. I don't know. I don't remember. In a short period of time. I can barely learn my own language in a span of a long time. Why am I doing the hair? I need to finish coloring the skin. Yeah, I do like this better than the other one I was doing. I saw the title of a YouTube video which basically said always finish your art or like finish what you're working on, and I remember looking at it and laughing so hard. Oh shoot, I'm laughing so hard because I was like, finish art? What is that? So I never finish what I start doing. I have like 80 million side things that are closed. I mean, not closed, unfinished, just purely because I'm like, yeah, I don't know either. I'm kind of tempted to open them. I want to see what other things I can work on. Because whenever I draw, I never I never work on one project at a time because I get tired of it pretty quickly. I'm pretty impressed as how I'm taking so long just to draw this one person. This was meant to be a quick sketch, by the way. Yes, Parnasaurus and toupee. What? It's beautiful. Parnas would rock whatever he wore. Does Montparnasse die in the book? I think no, right? Only Claucus. I don't know how to pronounce his name. This guy. This guy. What's his name? I don't know how to pronounce it. But I think he's the only one that dies. And he got like, I don't know. I haven't finished reading the book. I'm almost done. It's so funny because people are always sad. They're like, oh, my favorite character died. And I'm like, well, not mine. Ha. I remember the first time, like, I saw Les Mis. We actually were playing the soundtrack for it in the orchestra, but unfortunately at that time I didn't know what Les Mis was. And so I think that if we had played that music like now instead of a few years ago, I would be so much happier right now. I'm just so sad that I missed it. I missed the opportunity to be super hyped over it. I love Les Mis, oh my gosh. I wonder if you can tell if I love Les Mis from my blog. Probably not. I should make it more obvious. Should draw more Les Mis stuff. That's all I do. All I do is draw lame stuff. I was a multi-fandom blog at one point, I swear. Oh, I hate drawing ears. Ears are the worst thing. Imagine being so fashionable that you didn't have ears. Okay, this is like one thing I've been like seeing. It's like when people have like hair and it's like this, like the fringe is like really short. It's like that, and it just looks really weird. And I don't know, why do people do it? Anyway, that's just a thing. Not important. I just sometimes I think that the fashion is a little weird. I really don't like the fashion industry sometimes. Like sometimes they have the weirdest trends and I'm like, why is this trending? Or why did you think this was a good idea? Like those Nordstrom jeans, the ones that were covered in mud and were like, oh, these are $400 jeans and they represent America's hard work. And that's why they're covered in mud. And it was selling for $400. Who in their right mind would buy that and why? Like if you wanted mud stained jeans, why don't you just actually go outside? It's free also if you just like roll around the dirt or if you actually like do some physical labor. Anyway, that's why I think fashion or sometimes fashion industry is dumb. Unfortunately, I want to go into fashion industry. Ah. I like never mind that. Control Z is my best friend. Like you can be a really good friend of mine. I could have known you for years, but you'll never be Control Z. You'll never undo my mistakes for me. There'll be one day when I ask myself, are these cheekbones sharp enough? And I will always answer, no. And not until they can cut my vegetables. I remember when I was little, I never drew noses. I asked my dad to draw them for me. I wish I could still do that. Dad, can you just draw this for me? I wish my phone didn't die. What the hell would I have to do this? What? One dude who didn't like his nose and wore a noseband as a fashion. Oh my gosh, noseband. Fucking dumb. Oh, I was using the blending tool. Okay. It's like 12:30 in the morning. I need to go to class in the morning tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll probably I won't continue on Montanas on this drawing of him until the next time I get to stream, so you don't have to worry about missing out on anything. So yeah, thank you to all few of you who are watching. I will see you next time. I'll probably stream again either on Sunday or Monday. I'll make a post about it or something. I'll be more prepared. Alright, thank you.